seriously in love with you.
Why you don't do that?
Hey, what's good, guys? It's your boy G Marcus TV back with a brand new video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I know from this title you guys are like, what the hell? It's just like you wasn't doing reviews on that. I know, but in the last video I told you guys that I'll be doing reviews on the sex life of college girls. This is season 2 and this is episode number 8. I will definitely be covering this show until the show ends, so bear with me. I might give you guys a recap video, or I might put a link down below that is explaining the first season and coming up to the second season. I don't know, be on the lookout for that. One of those are gonna happen. So this episode, of course, is episode number 8, and this one is called Pre-Frosh Weekend. So, of course, just give you guys a little introduction. The college is called Essence. So it starts off with they do like a small little meeting where all the college students that are currently there, they introduce something called Pre-Frosh Week. This is where the students who are already there, they introduce new students to the college. Basically, the partying, the library, basically giving them a tour of the college and showing them what the college is all about. So Bella, this is my favorite character on the show so far. Bella is very cute, very kinky. She's so damn kinky, she off 6 dudes in one night. She invites one of her friends from back in the day. This girl used to be a real nerd, but she was a big sister to her and the girl really looked up to her. So she was very, very, very excited about that. Now the girl's in the room and Lathan says that she's ready to come out to her father that she is gay. So the girls, they're just looking at her like, wow, you ready to do that? Just to give you a little background on this character, Lathan, she's basically gay, but she's in the closet, only her close friends. And even some of her close friends don't even know she's gay. She dates girls on the low. She does a whole bunch of shit on the low, especially on the websites. So Whitney then admits to having sex with Andrew, which is her lab partner. So the girls is like, wow, like you went from Kanan to this guy. Kanan was the dude that she had messed with prior to that. So later on, Bella's friend comes in. Now she's bad. Like she has boobs, she looks good, she's pretty, no acne, she's looking real good. The girl's name is Pryor. So later on, Bella tries to tell like an embarrassing story about her, so she's just like, yo, what the hell are you doing? Like, yo, she basically shut it down really quick. Like, girl. Kimberly gets a visit from Jackson, which is the new guy that she's messing around with. Says hello, he gives her a kiss, so he ends up leaving. So after that, her co-workers start to tease her and be like, well, all she does is date good-looking, buff guys, but has nothing in common with them. She's on some shit like where it's just like, nah, that's not true. We have things in common. She's trying to force it, but she admits that, yeah, they don't really have much in common. So now on campus, Lathan, she meets with her father and he's just talking about how things are going in his life. He's talking about how her mom's charity is being investigated by the DA and she has like a transplant surgery that went wrong. So of course she wanted to come out and say that she's gay, but she just froze up. Guess she didn't feel like it was the right time to say that she was gay. Whitney with her new sex buddy, she goes to lab class to meet with him. It's just them there, so it looks like she's about to break up with dude, like basically just shut it down, like their whole sex thing, because she basically told the girls like, yo, it's only a one-time thing, this is not going to be happening over and over again. So before she could really say anything, he tries to break it off with her. So I'm not really sure if he was teasing her, if he was playing around, joking, I don't know if he was serious, but he tried to break it off, saying that when it comes to her, he's not really focused when it comes to this other stuff, but when he's not with her, he's focused. Like he's trying to basically be focused again. But what ends up happening is he ends up clapping inside of the lab. So basically the breakup was bullshit. Prior, she gets invited to a party by this guy that's in the college, so he's just basically a to Bella for some reason. Like he hits her by accident. It's like, oh, well, I didn't know you was there, sorry. Bella got tight and lied and said, no, we're having a party. Like, I'm having a party and you're gonna go to it. So the girl just turns down the party and says, okay, no problem, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna go with her. Bella was lying her ass off. Later on, she's going crazy trying to plan this party. I have to make sure this party is up to par. I gotta make sure she has a good time so she can think that I'm cool. And Kimberly sees Jackson outside of the dorm, so they have like a small conversation and he invites her to watch SmackDown. She don't know what the hell the SmackDown is, what the hell wrestling is, but she decides to take his offer and they go and they watch SmackDown together. So now Whitney runs into a couple of her friends, and this is fresh after she just finished smashing the new guy. It's very obvious that she just had sex. So So they're like, yo, you still having sex with this guy after you said what you said? They're looking at her like, yo, you went from Kanan to this guy? Are you serious? So they tell her like, okay, well, if you want to stop having sex with this guy, you got to stop being alone with him. But later on, they end up going to the library together, and she initiates the sex, which was hilarious. I heard so much stories about people having sex in libraries, and I'm just like, that's impossible. But they actually had sex in the library. Please comment down below if you guys have heard real life stories of people having sex in libraries. But they end up having sex in the library, and who runs into them? Your boy Kanan runs into them. Really awkward situation, and the scene was a real fake scenes. You know that they wasn't really having sex. Kanan, he walks off, and then the guy tries to still have sex, and she's like, you crazy? We just got caught. So Tatum and Latham, they have dinner with their dads, but it turns out that the dads, they actually knew each other. They knew each other prior to the dinner. So they're having the best time in the world. They're drinking martinis, they're having the dinner. Mind you, Tatum's father knows that she's gay, but Lathan's father does not know that she's gay. So later on, the fathers are joking and laughing, and they're all having a conversation, and Lathan just comes out saying that she's gay, which was like out of nowhere, and they're actually dating. So the father ends up going outside. Later on, they end up talking, and the father was actually cool with her being gay, which was actually funny. It was not what I expected. He was cool with her being gay, and he was more upset about himself not knowing that his daughter is gay. Like, he was more upset about that than anything else. They had a nice conversation, asked her if she was happy. She said that she was happy, and he said, yeah, you are happy because you're smiling with your teeth. Now, Bella throws the party and finds out that Pryor went to another party. She's tight, of course, like, yo, what the hell is going on? Like, you supposed to come to my party. I'm throwing this party basically for you. What the hell are you doing? So she goes to the party that the guy invited her to earlier on. Later on, Bella goes to the party, and that party is more lit, is more together, more shit going on in that party. She confronts Pryor like, yo, what the hell are you doing there? And Pryor just goes like, yo, you're making it seem like I'm the biggest nerd in the world. Like, that's making me feel uncomfortable, it's making me feel like crap. She just said that she basically felt embarrassed. So after that, Bella just keeps it real and just says, yo, you became really cool. I didn't want you to be really, really cool and just abandon me, just leave me. Because, of course, we go way back. I'm not trying to let your coolness affect our friendship. A nice little emotional moment. They both made up with each other. Bella just said that she's going to go back to her party. And Pryor says that, okay, well, she's probably going to come to her party after she makes out with this dude. So now, back at Bella's party, they're having a regular conversation. Next thing you know, Kanan pulls up on Whitney, and he's just looking at her like, yo, so who's the dude? Like, what's been going on? And she's just on some like, okay, well, we're cool. This is a casual situation. It's nothing special. So he just responds and just says, well, casual looks good on you, which was really funny as hell. You know this is tight. Like, Whitney, look at Whitney. Look, Whitney's bad. Then Pryor, she ends up at the party. She just says, I want to spend the rest of my time here with you, which was a really, really, really cute scene. I was like, oh. Kimberly and Jackson, they meet up and they speak in a private room, and she just basically said that they don't really have much in common. So Jackson just responds by saying like, yo, do you and your friends talk about what you guys have in common, or you guys just go with the flow? So he's just like, I don't have a problem with learning things from you. Like, I like learning things from you. She put him onto a podcast that he didn't know nothing about. Like, he was really just like, yo, we could do this. It's all good. She opened up to it, and then he also mentioned the dating. And she was just like, we're dating? And he was just like, yeah, you cool with that? And she was cool with that. And she even tells him that, okay, to be honest, I think wrestling sucks. The show ends with Tatum and Lathan. They have sex. They have a real nice sex. Not too graphic, not too crazy. And Lathan's old flame, Elisa, texts her like, hey, I've been thinking about you, let's meet up. And that's how the episode ended. Tonight's episode was a really good episode. I would give this episode 8.5. Reason I'm giving that 8.5, I liked how they put it as a new girl Pryor. I just love the fact that she really came from being a nerdy ass person that no one really cared for or liked. And then like years later in college, she's basically about to pass one of her best friends. Even though Pryor bailed on her, like, I like the fact that she actually came back to the party and said that, yo, I want to spend the rest of my time here with you. I love the fact that how, instead of the father being like, damn, my daughter is gay, and he's tight about it, he was accepting. He was really cool about it. And the fact that my girl Whitney, damn, looked like she was about to get dumped again, and she did not get dumped, that was another thing that I loved about the episode. Because of course, how can you resist that? Like, Whitney is bad. But definitely like the episode, really good episode. I don't really have no complaints about it. It was good. It was a good episode. It was more than decent. It was definitely above average. So, like I said at the beginning, guys, I know that, like, I am far off. Like, we are on the 8th episode. Bear with me. This is such a good freaking show. I was just like, yo, I gotta catch up with it. And of course, I got other shows coming, so stay tuned. So, for everybody that watches the episode already, let me know what you thought about tonight's episode. Let me know what you guys think. What scene was interesting to you, which was like, oh, okay, that was cool. Let me know what's up. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, as I'm dropping videos every single week. It's your boy G Marcus TV, signing off.
Got it, that's a wrap.